This is the Thayer Podcast for Thursday, February 22nd, 2024. A couple of weeks ago, I wrote an essay about in the beginning, the first phrase in the first book of the Bible. Genesis 1 seems like a very short version of how we were created. So my essay and the one following it attempted to pen some cool ways to look at our creation. In summary, once upon a time, God was alone in the middle of nothing, nowhere in particular. And his first great challenge became how to create something out of nothing. Second part of Genesis 1:1, God created the heaven and the earth, had me spending many years thinking about it and finally concluding, just as the best scientific minds in the world have over the years, that the Big Bang is the real McCoy. With the advent of the Big Bang, God decided to try a shot at making something out of nothing. But as we continue our journey through creation, it appears as though he succeeded in creating a huge glop of nothing in the middle of nowhere. Genesis part 2 says, "And the earth was without form and void." Now, this is where many of the uninitiated are turned away from the Bible. Just as they start to read, it says, God created nothing out of nothing. Anyone with the slightest knowledge of English knows that a void is nothing. According to Google search, a void is a completely empty space. To void is to discharge or drain away. A person voids their bladder, to empty it completely. In the construction trades, a void in concrete will weaken a structure and bring it down under the right circumstances. So, the earth was a big blob of nothing, according to Genesis 1:2. But then, it gets more bewildering. And darkness was on the face of the deep, it says. Now, the beginning Bible reader is faced with a big, deep glop of nothing covered with darkness. And this, my dear friends, is just the beginning, to coin a phrase. The confusion for the novice reader of the good book mounts with the next phrase. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Heavenly days, we've been informed that the big, deep glob of nothingness is covered with darkness, and now all of a sudden there's water all over it. Oh goodness, the Supreme Being appears to be added up to his heavenly eyeballs. At this point, your apprentice Bible thumper is totally befuddled, and there's more to come. But you'll have to wait until next time to find out. Meanwhile, improvise, adapt, overcome. Semper Fi.